But what I'd like to focus on today is the problem of implicit bias. New research from the field of cognitive science on implicit bias may explain in part why racial and gender disparities on the bench persist, even when nominating commissions believe that they are open to all applicants. Cognitive researchers have observed that humans stereotype others unconsciously, even when they profess tolerance consciously. These biases typically work against disfavored groups, such as racial minorities and women. And we pick up these biases early in childhood, and they are never fully dislodged. Yet, as Justice Brennan wrote in Price Waterhouse, unwitting or ingrained bias is no less injurious or worthy of eradication than blatant or calculated discrimination. And I have two examples of how implicit bias can work. One is from the unlikely world of orchestras. Researchers have found that when female and male virtuosos are auditioning for first violin, the man often gets the job. But if the musicians audition behind a curtain so that the gender of the applicant is unknown, more women get the job. In other words, the image of a first violinist being male is sort of so overwhelming that it trumps the actual notes that are being played. And this strongly suggests that female violinists are disadvantaged simply by being women, even if they can play the violin better than their male competitors. And when I say that children pick up biases early, I really mean in the first years of life. So the second example I have is from my own childhood. When I was in first grade, my very clever first grade teacher showed the class a picture of the Warren Supreme Court, and she asked us to describe the people in the picture. At 6 years old, none of us noticed that they were all white men, until we could compare it to another picture of the court from 1981, which contained Justice Sandra Day O'Connor and Justice Thurgood Marshall. Then we had our eureka moment, that it wasn't inevitable that judges were white men.